Hey guys, what's up? I want to talk about jealousy. Jealousy is a disease. hmm If you have anybody who's jealous of you, please get rid of them because jealousy is very deep rooted. They haven't done the healing. They're jealous of you because there's something in you they wish they had, but they can have that something in you if they do the work. But they don't know how to do the work. So if you've done the work and you've achieved something, they're jealous of you, you know? So if you have anybody jealous, please get rid of them. I have a crazy sister. Like she's been jealous of me since childhood. My mom used to always tell me, she's jealous of you. Be careful of her. And I never knew that, you know? But behind the scenes, she would do so much stuff to sabotage my life, all my life, even when I was a child. Since then, and my mom told me before she passed away that when she passes away, I would have to leave the state of Florida. I said, why? Maybe she knew. She said, your life is going to be in danger. You're going to have to leave. Like, why should I leave? And she said, I can't tell you, but you're going to have to leave. Your life is going to be in danger. But she didn't tell me it was going to be in danger from my own sister and her family. So this is my story. You can listen to it, you can ignore it, or you can say it's a crazy story. It's up to you. So my mom told me that. So for my sister being jealous of me, she would sabotage everything. And I didn't even know why she was jealous of me because I would always think she has a nice house, nice cars. I lived in a small house. I had a small car, but I was independent. She was jealous of my independence, I guess. But she would sabotage everything, everything. So I would be working 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet. And I would be thinking in my mind, I was like, why would she be jealous of me? It just kept on going to my mind. And then finally, I started having dreams about what she was doing. She would sabotage behind the scenes, She would talk to my friends on Facebook. First of all, she stole my ID and then pretended to be me and then writing to my friends on Facebook, like cursing them out and being mean to them. And then my friends like, well, you did this. That's you. I'm like, no, it's not me. And then I start to lose all my good friendships. And then she started paying people and she started calling my exes and paying them just to sabotage me because she knew I was going to be moving soon. As soon as she found that out, she wanted to sabotage my move. So when I was in Florida back in the day, on my first nursing traveling assignment, which I wanted to do, she was trying to sabotage me. She even paid somebody to follow me in Texas just to sabotage that assignment. She thinks I don't know about it, but I do know about it. She has followed me to Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Alabama, Chicago, and Alaska here. She followed me through all those states. She was paying people because what? And then I was thinking, why is she doing this? And then I found out from Spirit, and I found out in my dreams that, and I found out that she stole my identity. She went to the courthouse, and I didn't know that my real grandfather, because I've been adopted, my real grandfather left me tons of money. So my sister was collecting my trust fund money every month, her and her husband, for so many years. And she knew if I found out, I'm going to want my money, right? Obviously. So she had to make a plan to get rid of me. And the only way she can get rid of me is to get in my head so I can go crazy and kill myself or something like that. And she tried to get in my head by gang stalking me, by following me, by putting a tracker on my car for 7 years, by paying the cops in Brevard County, Florida, and by paying the cops in Greensboro, North Carolina, to tell them how crazy I was, because none of them would believe me and even if I had proof, they would say I made up the proof. It wasn't real evidence. So anytime I would move, she would go there before me and then pay the neighbor to come into my house. She even paid the realtor to put cameras in my house. So when I was in North Carolina, I was there for 9 months. I had a camera in there, which I found, and I showed it to the cops, and they didn't believe me. I'm like, mm-mm. Yep. So she was watching me for 9 months through that camera. And the neighbor was coming in my house when I wasn't there. I mean, these people were just sabotaging everything. My jobs, I couldn't get a job when I was there because she was sabotaging even my resume. Anything I would go on the computer, she sabotaged my Indeed account too. And you might think this is crazy. This has gone so far, and she's going to get it. And when she gets it, I'm not going to feel sorry for her. Because this girl is a Jezebel. Her jealousy is so deep rooted that God can't even deal with it. You know, he's like, my God, this girl is. And he gave her chances, but no, she's just a Jezebel. You know, and she continues to gang stalk me. Continue in Alaska, and I just moved from a different place. And you're probably thinking, why have I moved so many times? Because she follows me every single time. So this last time when I just moved from from Midtown to downtown here, I wanted to renew my lease, and they wouldn't let me, even though I've been paying them on time. And I wanted to go on the first floor instead of the third floor, and the landlord wouldn't do it. But then I found out she paid the landlord tons of money for me to renew my lease, because she wanted me to be homeless, and I was homeless because of her too. She stole a lot of money from me, and then she would sabotage the apartment places where I would go apply online. And when she would see that, because she would track my phone, and then she would pay them my money that she stole from me, big money, and tell them, no, don't give her a place. She's a crazy lady. She's a noisy lady, and she don't clean her house, and she's gonna leave her apartment a mess. Please don't rent from her. Blah 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 blah, and they would believe it. And if they don't believe it, she would just give them money too. Yep. I mean, this girl is. And she doesn't know that I know that when my dad was dying, he was trying to tell me something, and he kept on telling me to leave. And I'm like, why are you telling me to leave? And he would try to tell me, and then I didn't understand why my youngest nephew would have a tape recorder taping me on his phone. And I noticed that when I was sitting with my dad on his deathbed, he's recording me on his phone. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, nothing. I'm like, you're recording me? You're recording me to have this conversation with my father? And I got real pissed. But then I found out why, because they knew that my dad wasn't going to tell me the truth. My dad used to live with them, and he heard their plan. He was trying to tell me, you know, but it was hard for him to tell me. But then Spirit told me, and I got a dream, and I found out. And I'm very intuitive, and I found out that they had this plan because my dad told them, I'm going to tell my daughter, I heard your husband. He told my sister, I heard your husband, you talk, that you want to unalive her. So they drugged him up so much that he got more sick from his cancer. And then he passed away before he was supposed to pass away. Yep. Because they actually was giving him some medication to have severe back pain. And she did that to me too, because when I would go to work, she would do all these spells and magic and blah, 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 Santeria, pay people, and I would have severe back pain when I was in Florida, severe. And then one day I came home from my traveling assignment, like I was saying, and I was feeling really sick. For 7 months, guys, I was a zombie. I didn't know who I was. Spiritual warfare does exist. Churches don't talk about it, but it does exist, and you have to be prayed up. At that time, I did believe in God, but I wasn't praying up like how I am now. Now I'm connected with Jesus, But but now I know what to do when that happens, right? But the thing is, she continued, and then she paid officials. She paid the judge. She has a family member who's a lawyer, and she also knows a lot of big people where she's at. So she would give them big money from the money she stole from me. She would give them money to sabotage me, so nobody would believe me. She actually paid a doctor to write on my chart that I have schizophrenia, I'm bipolar, and I have a mental disorder, and not to listen to me, and blah 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 blah. And then he documented this, and he got a big payout for that, a big fat check, just to write that about me. Yep. And she thinks I don't know. And I'm smiling because I know Jesus ain't happy with her. And Jesus told me to move out of Florida because these people would not leave me alone. But they continue to follow me. They even follow me on my phone till this day. They also hacked my YouTube page. And you probably wonder, I have all these subscribers, right? Which is not too many, but I have some subscribers. She's jealous that I only have 2.4K subscribers, which is fine. But I have so many less views, like 2 views, 3 views, 1 view. How's that possible? She pays a YouTube person to change my views and not to put my videos out there. I mean, if you're a subscriber, you actually have to go to my page and open up the video. It will not come to you because she wants to shadow ban me, whatever you call it. She's that jealous of me. But she don't know where Jesus is taking me because she can't come with me wherever Jesus is taking me. So why am I telling you this story? Jealousy is a disease, and these people were obsessed with me and they were jealous of me, and I had nothing. I've always struggled in my life. I've always made my life on my own, and maybe I've fallen many times, but I've always raised up by the grace of God, But these people, they got something coming to them. And when they get something coming to them and they think I want to help them, no, I want to help the homeless. That's what I'm going to do. I will not help them because they're losing their houses. They're losing their cars. They're losing their professional careers. And majority of them are going to jail. Whoever did this smear campaign on me is going to jail for a long time. Even my cousin in New York City, who's a lawyer, who used to be a lawyer, she's going to be going to jail too. She thinks, I don't know. She, my ex-husband, who's a con artist, all this. And then I found out she hired the con artist to come meet me, and I thought he was my soulmate because he knew everything about me. But I caught on real quick because I was only married to him for 22 months. And then I said, okay, this guy. And then she kept on telling me, oh, your husband looks so familiar all the time. But I knew that I found out from spirit they were all in it. And then when I tried to divorce him, he wanted my house. I had to fight for my own house. Can you believe that? And these people are gonna get it, And it's funny because I know everybody's diagnoses. I do, because spirit showed me in a dream. Yes. And she don't know. She don't know God's power, but soon she's going to know God's power. And she's going to forgive. She's going to ask God to forgive her, but no. She's gone too far from this. She's been doing this to me since 2014, guys. Just imagine to go through this since 2014 and nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to believe me. Even if I have evidence, nobody. And you're probably thinking, why I didn't go to the lawyer, right? Well, first of all, I don't have money for a lawyer. And second of all, she goes to the lawyer before me. I tried to go to a lawyer when I was in North Carolina, and they said that they would not pick up my case because she already knew where I was going. She had a tracker on my car. She had a tracker on my phone. She had saw that email that I sent out, so she paid that lawyer too, not to take my case. And that's messing with my civil rights, like messing with my human rights. I just moved her. She was hacking my TV. I can't even get a TV because she hacks it. And you're probably thinking this is crazy. No, because anytime I'm on the phone, she can hear my conversation. I just got a new TV 5 days ago. I was on the phone with Best Buy, and I was telling them the model number and the antenna number if it matched together. So she got that number, and when I opened up my brand new TV, it was already hacked because I saw her name on it, her friends' names on it, and everything. And it says to put password. I couldn't even cancel all that. I had to put the TV back in the box and return it. She thinks this is funny. She thinks this is funny. You know, she hates me so much that I can't even watch TV or use any electronics. Even my Wi-Fi she messes with. She messes with my computer, my laptop. I can't do nothing on the computer. Nothing unless I have to go to the library and use a computer. But I can't do nothing on my computer because she hacks it. But she don't know. She don't know my Jesus. She don't know my Jesus, because when my Jesus wanted to let the smear campaign, the people who created the smear campaign about me, he wants them to think they won because they were celebrating too early, you know? And that's not even thing. They hired 17 men, hitman, you know, to unalive me. Mm-hmm. Even when I was working in South Florida in a traveling assignment, she sent this hitman to take my life there. She thinks I don't know. But when I saw that guy in the elevator, he knew not to fuck with me. He forgot why the fuck he was there. She thinks I don't know about that. I'm telling you, this girl, why am I telling you this story? Because jealousy is a disease, guys. Jealousy is a disease. And if you got somebody jealous of you, please, I beg you, learn from my story, get rid of them, because it's very deep rooted, you know. And she keeps on writing comments on my YouTube page that we love you. Really? Huh. She gets a trust fund money check every month when I gotta struggle here and go through so much shit, but she's taking my money, and I can't even prove it, because but it's all gonna come out, because what's ever done in the dark comes to the light. But she don't know. She might be hacking me. She might be following me. She might be doing this, but she can. And Jesus said, these are just dumb criminals, because do you know what they do? They text each other, Anytime they want to attack me, they'll text them, oh, she's there, because I use my GPS to go around. The other day, I GPSed my house because I was someplace else. They took a picture. I saw it on my phone and got where my exact new address is to know where the fuck I am. And I'm not scared. I just think that's funny that they think I don't know that. So they took the coordinates, I think it's called, and put them on Google. I saw what they did, and they think it's funny. And they hacked many of my pages, and they took my pictures and they put them on dating sites. And I can't even get that off because I don't know the password, but my picture's on there. And they pretend to be me, and then they send people messages, and they're thinking it's me, and then I'm trying to date these people. I don't know. I'm not even dating anybody, but they're like, I don't know, what do you call it? She's trying to be me, but pretend to be me with my picture and then typing to them so they think it's me. So she'll write Princess Divinity, and then she'll type to them like dirty messages like, hey, baby, what's up? Let's do this, and then she'll take a picture of it, and then she'll put it on Facebook and say, this is how Princess Divinity is, but it's not me, but my picture will be there. But I gotta tell you, she thinks I don't know. And my cousin did this, what I'm saying, but I gotta tell you. These people, every one of them, my cousin, my ex-husband, my ex-boyfriend before that, my brother-in-law, even my niece and my nephew, every one of them who's involved in this case is going to get the wrath of God. And when you get the wrath of God, you will remember this video. This is a warning, and I'm not giving you a threat. You don't know Jesus. When Jesus comes, he's wiping all you motherfuckers out. You think you won now. And maybe you did one since 2014 to now. And maybe you took a lot of money from me while I struggled, while I was homeless, while you sabotaged my whole life and you wanted me to be crazy, right? And he says, I'm going to make them crazy. Many of you are going to institutions. This past week, Friday, 2 of you got crazy and lost your mind. What happened? Because Jesus don't fucking play, bitches. So this is my story. There's so much more to it. But I'm making this video to let you know jealousy is very deep-rooted. And if you have anybody jealous of you, please do yourself a favor. Get rid of them, because it becomes very dangerous. Because jealousy makes you want to murder the person. Jealousy becomes envy. The envious becomes to jealousy, and then you want to murder that person. And this is my story. They were so jealous and envious of me, they wanted to get rid of me. Since 2014. These people had a tracker on my car for 7 years. 7 years. And they probably have a tracker on my rental car now too. Oh yeah, of course they do. Because wherever I go, I see a gang stalker, and then they have they know they're cloning my phone right now. And that's why when I make a video and then you see somebody taking a picture, right? Click, you see a flash. That's not me. That's my hacker. Because he wants to remind me, like, oh, I'm watching you. Like, I give a fuck. And they also these people do a lot of dark magic, and they mess with black magic. It's called Jadoo Tuna in Indian, and she's paid many dark magic people. I forgot what the fuck you call them. Dark magic professionals, I think, to do voodoo on me. Do voodoo on me. Yeah. To unalive me. I'll tell you. So much this girl has done. Her husband, and the person who did the smear campaign against me still is trying to slander my name and do all this. But they don't know. See, they thought it was an easy target because I've been living alone for a very long time, and they know that I'm not going to go anywhere. And even if I go somewhere to complain, and they know they pay that person. But they can't pay my Jesus. You can try to pay Jesus, but Jesus will never take any money from you. Because that's how humble he is. And the devil might take money from you. But Jesus, he will always protect you. And my sister thinks that she can buy Jesus. No. So I gotta tell you, if you're going through something like what I'm going through, just go to Jesus. Don't go to people, because people don't give a fuck. And I'm getting emotional because I've had it with this gang stalking, but I gotta tell you, many of the gang stalkers that gang stalk me, they don't even make it home sometimes because they get in car accidents. Because when people do stuff with me, they get instant karma. Because I see it with my own eyes. But I gotta tell you, Jesus is the one to go to, because he loves you and he'll always protect you. And the other night I saw that she was trying to sacrifice me during the full moon, so she took my picture, and that's why you see them taking pictures of me when I'm making videos. So they take that fresh picture of me, and then they go to the graveyard, because I saw this in a dream. It was confirmed also, and they bury my picture. And the other day she had a picture of the devil, and then she did that in front of the devil's picture to sacrifice me. She don't know that I already know that she poisoned my mom, the one that adopted me, and she poisoned my father, the one that adopted me, her own father. And she think I don't know. But I know what you did to my father. And he probably wasn't my real dad, but to me he was my real dad. But I gotta tell you, girl, you are gonna pay. And anytime when I cry, she gets so happy. This girl gets happy to see somebody unhappy. And that's a Jezebel, guys. That is a Jezebel. And I appreciate you listening to me. And if you think I'm crazy, you can unsubscribe me. I don't care, but I wanted to share my story tonight because my heart was feeling really heavy tonight because she continues. But God says the wrath is right around the corner. He told me that tonight. He goes, don't worry. The wrath is around the corner. Pray, divinity. Pray for your enemies. He told me tonight. Big time I heard him saying, pray for your enemies. He told me, because every one of them, even her children, even if the kids are, she has other kids of her cousins or whatever that are younger, they were there too, seeing what they did to me when my dad was dying, how they circled me around the corner and spit on me, and their plan that my dad heard, they wanted to rape me and burn me and bury me alive in the backyard. And I saw the hole they dig in the backyard in Florida, because my brother-in-law would always joke around and said that he would burn me in the backyard. He would always joke around with me like that, but it was never a joke. He meant it. He's gonna get it. And he's the biggest snake of my life, and these people has followed me for many lifetimes, and this is the last lifetime. So good riddance. Thank you for listening, and you can either believe my story or you cannot. It's up to you. So, but I don't really care if you believe it or not, but I know that my Jesus, he knows the truth. And guys, when what's done in the dark comes to the light. Anything that's done in the dark, I don't care what it is, it's going to come to the light. The truth comes out, and it might not be tomorrow, and it might not be today. And this truth will come out because this has been going on since 2014. Imagine that. They're getting it. Thanks for listening.